Yeah, and breaking news to bring you regarding the Cristiano Ronaldo situation. He has told Juventus he wants to leave. Some quotes coming out of Massimiliano's press conference right now, Massimiliano Allegri's press conference. He's talking to the media right now. He has said this: yesterday, Cristiano told me that he no longer has any intention to play for Juventus. For this reason, he will not be called up for tomorrow's game. He went on to say, things change. It's a law of life. Juventus remains, which is the most important thing. Cristiano gave his contribution. He made himself available. Now he leaves and life goes on. So it seems that Allegri is confirming that Cristiano Ronaldo has told Juventus he wants to leave the club, and Allegri just finishing it off there by saying now he leaves, life goes on. So it looks like Cristiano Ronaldo will no longer be a Juventus player. Jess, what is your initial reaction to those tweets?
To me, this screams of a player that is fully in control of the situation, realises that he holds the power because of his status, because of his name, because of who he is. Let's run through a timeline of this. Remember, we heard news of him starting on the bench for Juventus in a game just a few days ago. We were told that perhaps it was his decision to start on the bench. Allegri, the manager at Juventus, said, no, that was my decision. Nothing to do with Ronaldo not wanting to play. Then we saw that statement as well, didn't we, from Ronaldo saying, stop disrespecting my name in the media. Again, it all screams control, that he is the one in the powerful position here. He holds all the cards. And now we heard from Valentino Fassi at Sky Italy saying he's already cleared his locker. He's already cleared it. He said goodbye to his teammates. And now he's already told the Allegri, the head coach there at Juventus, that he no longer wants to play for the club. I mean, I can't think of many players in world football that would have the audacity, perhaps, to go to their head coach and simply say, I'm not playing for you anymore. I'm clearing out my locker and off I go. Only Ronaldo could do something like this because he's decided Juventus is not the place he wants to be. Yeah.
And the head coach just agreeing, now he leaves, life goes on. Michael, I'd like to bring you in on this because obviously we have been talking a lot about a certain other player who wanted to try and push a move away from a certain club. What does this just say about the way players conduct themselves, as Jess has been alluding to there?
Yeah, I mean, the words no intention sound pretty strong, don't they? I mean, obviously, talking Harry Kane, but we did know he wanted to leave, but we never heard it from Harry himself. So it would be interesting to hear from Harry Kane over the next few weeks and months, potentially on that. It's interesting with Ronaldo leaving, incredible goals record, but he actually leaves Juventus. They didn't win Serie A. They had won it 9 years in a row. Then he joins, and then Inter win it, and they didn't do very well in the Champions League either. So he's going to join a new club full of ambition. I mean, it's intriguing to see what he'll do at Manchester City. It really is.
Yeah, and I mean, this story is going to gather pace in terms of where is Ronaldo going, his movements. And obviously, it is City that he is being linked with. Flex, is it a case of City perhaps are the only team that can actually afford him, though? Because we're talking about a potential £25 million transfer fee, which perhaps does seem, you said earlier, Jess, a bit of a bargain for a player of his. Yeah. But it's the wages, isn't it, Flex?
Yeah, the wages. There's not many teams that are going to be in the conversation to pay those wages, even without a transfer fee, even though City are trying to obviously negotiate around that transfer fee. PSG, a potential option if Kylian Mbappe does get his move and go to Real Madrid. But there's not really much talks of that. There isn't. I mean, we're seeing some reports from Daily Telegraph claiming that PSG are looking at Erling Haaland as a late surge. We'll have to see what happens there. This really is a remarkable transfer window. And like I said, it's an interesting one because there were so many different scenarios that could have happened. The Messi situation, then that didn't happen. The Kane situation, that didn't happen. So in terms of Manchester City, they've made it clear that they need a striker, and this is where they're going to go to now that they're at last chance saloon. But back to what you were saying with the Ronaldo situation, it does prove, one, how powerful he is and what influence he has in the game of football. But back to that statement as well, put some respect on my name.
That's intriguing, though, because he didn't explicitly say, I don't want to leave Juventus.
Absolutely.
He didn't rule out a move. He just said, stop connecting me with Real Madrid, stop disrespecting my name.
Exactly. My legacy's already written there, like his legacy's already written at Manchester United. But like I've said, and I'll keep saying again, and I know it's a bit of a personal one as a Manchester United fan, but even in general, it just shows you can't take what some players say in moments for face value for the entirety of their career. Things change, and clearly his willingness to keep on winning is what's driving him, and not, disturbing any of his legacies.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So just to recap that, Cristiano Ronaldo has told Juventus he wants to leave the club. Just one more quote to bring you from Allegri. He says Cristiano is to be thanked for what he has done, also as an example amongst the youngsters. But as I said, we must go on. We will have plenty more to talk about on that breaking news that Ronaldo has told Juventus head coach he wants to leave the club. Make sure you stay with us here on Transfer Talk.